recording from 7 minutes? No, now it's recording. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
So
start from the beginning.
From the beginning or this design? This
No,
is
no,
the final.
text to SQL. Just set the stage, no? Why
Okay.
it is important, what we are doing. Yeah.
Okay. Text to SQL again. It's given a natural language sentence. We are trying to convert it to a SQL statement because SQL statements are tricky to create if the table space is large. Like if there are more number of tables and data set, it's hard to generate a query, and we are trying to solve that problem. And for solving that problem, we're using our main method would be using RAG. Okay, so for the first design, we use something called entity, and we used a concept which involved entity and intent detection. Entity here would so basically, if asked a question, we have to understand what the intent of that question is with respect to SQL. An entity would be the you know possible data which we can relate to the table, something like that. So in this example, you can see the intent would be is that we need to group the employees and then group the employees by their department and then count the number of employees in that. So the problem here is mapping the entity with the actual table. Like how do we do that? That's the problem, because here it says it's HR department, but the table would be, just department or something. This is a simple case, so you can figure it out somehow. But if it's complex, then mapping the entity with the table is a task by itself. So we didn't go with this approach. So the next approach was to use embeddings, and which we could have used it in the first stage also. So I would say it's more like an improvisation to the first design. So in this design, what we try to do is we take table description, we segregate table description and column descriptions, and then we create embeddings for the tables. By table description, I mean it will be more like okay, you can't see my screen. Okay, I'll share you the code later. How the table and column looks like. So it's basically defining what the table is, the data type of it, and few examples of it. So we generate embeddings using sentence embedder, and so basically we have two vector spaces right now. One representing the table embeddings, and another one representing the columns. So when a user when a user queries in a natural language, so we parse it again using a sentence embedding, and then we do a search using that embedding with the table and the column. So once we have the narrowed down table and column, we use that narrowed down table and column, we compare and find out what are the common things between them. So we narrow it down much further. So once this is done, we will set up the prompt, which needs to be fed into the into an LLM. Actually, this is the first LLM we're using here. That LLM will be responsible for generating the query. So the prompt here, what I have done here is, the prompt structure is like this. First, I explain to it about the query, and I explain the instruction that needs to be done with that query, and provide it with the metadata which we have collected from the search, and then I ask it to I just ask it to generate the query. Basically, that's it. So the query, the instructions, and the answer we are expecting. The format in which we are expecting. So this prompt is then fed into this LLM, and once that is done, we get the query. So we validate the query, meaning that if the query is syntactically right, because there's a chance that the table name might be different or the column is not right. So So the query validation is basically we run that query, uh, we run the query and we see what we get. If we get any exception, we just pass in the exception to the prompt and ask the LLM to fix it. So this happens, and once the query is good to go, we execute it and we send in the result. So this is the overall picture of what's happening. So the thing I've done here, so one thing I've done here is, so when we do a search, let's say we do a search with respect to the table space. So I get a, let's say I'm looking for the top five, but what I'm doing is I'm re-ranking the result also, so that I have diversity in the result. You know, not that all the tables are same. I get some. I mean, they are similar, but they are diverse, and I'm able to achieve this through using the MMR method for re-ranking. So this enables, this enables diversity in in creating the query. So that's happening, and the LLM which I'm using here is this one, Defog Llama 3 SQL Coder 8 billion. So this is the picture, big eye picture. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me now.
Do you have some results or code to
Yeah,
show?
I can show you the code.
Okay, let's jump there.
Yeah, before going to the code, can you show me that picture?
Which picture, bro?
The final one, man.
They do a final design.
Ama.
Uh,
The question is like, why are you not directly using LLM in the starting itself? Like you have the table, you know the metadata of the table, SQL table. And you also have the column metadata, everything. Let's say there are like 5 tables in the SQL, and you have for each table you have the column structure. Then you just need to pass in that to the LLM along with the query. Let's say there are like 5 tables: table A, table B, table C, table D. So user might ask a question. I need to find the employees.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
need to count the employees in there. But among the 5 tables, if you have already passed down the metadata, then it can actually LLM can actually verify which table contains which column and take it accordingly, right?
Okay, but if the table space is large, in that case also you think it'll work? Like I from what
Large in the sense like
like
how
a
long,
table
how large?
100 tables on the worry. Like if the
100.
data set, yeah.
So now you are making use of RAG. So like you convert the table into embeddings and you store the embeddings and then you compare it with the query.
Very, yeah, correct.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
very big now. Yeah, you can't just pass it to the LLM directly.
That's there. And also like in the embedding, no, it's not just the description of the table. It's more than that, I'll show you. Like, I mean, you can do that while passing it to the LLM also, but yeah. One second, I'll just share the
Like how
code.
accurate is this RAG for this?
It's working fine. We have to test it more. I'll show you. RAG is working good. It's able to narrow out the table. One second.
So from table to column, you're able to get that mapping.
Like I'm able to narrow down the table which I need to look. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool actually.
But we have to try it. Right now I have 3 tables. Okay, 3 tables and and the description about it. So
Or actually, we can also improve it in the future. Like what we can do is we can use the RAG for picking up the top 10 or top 15, and we can use an LLM for selecting the best.
That's what I'm doing now, no?
No, for the table itself, I'm saying. Let's say using RAG, you can pick some 10 tables. Okay. So what the RAG will give is, okay, these are the top 10. similar matching results, and these are the columns in the table that match. Then you can
Okay.
pass it to an LLM, and you can ask the LLM to check which is really like accurate.
But right now, what do you think is happening right now? Like the LLM which you're feeding right now also does the same thing, no?
No,
Or is
LLM, you are feeding it for the prompt, right? Prompt generation.
no? I prompt contains the narrowed down metadata.
Okay, you are passing in like top 10 or top 10
Top
of everything. Okay, okay.
top
Then
five.
yeah,
But
okay, okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I'm trying to share the screen. Just bear with me. Notification. I'm not able to share for some reason. Is my code screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, visible, man.
Visible. Okay, cool. So this is the entire code actually. Okay, maybe I'll explain I'll run the code once and then we'll see. So the table which I have right now is some hotel reservation table, and then a flight reservation table. And we were doing stock pattern analysis. So I've added that table also here. So we have 3 different tables. And let me try to ask some questions. Like, what is the most profitable stock? Okay. So you see the first in the list of match tables, so you can see 5 things, no? Hello?
So all the 5 you are passing.
No. 5 is what it has. The table-wise search, we've got 5. Okay, and then I've got some results for column-wise search. Now I will match the column-wise result with the table-wise result and narrow it down further.
So you will take some sort of intersection between the column and the tables,
Yeah.
and then you get the okay.
Yeah. Once I do that, I'm filtered now. I'm narrowed down with this table.
Yeah, here is where I am making a statement. When you are doing an intersection, you are doing an intersection with a RAG. What if the RAG makes a mistake there in this intersection point? So why don't you pass the entire matched tables and the entire matched columns to the LLM and ask it to filter the table and the column?
Okay.
So that, yeah.
Okay. Well, you can try that. But now what's happening is I've got 5. No, with columns I would have got everything with respect to pattern, this FNP data table. So when I tried, so basically I'll check in the match table, the column table's database table name is there or not. So if it's there, just add it here. So in the result I get this is the final query I get. I'll show you the code once. So yeah, that is the result. Do you want to try out some of the query?
Yeah, this is nice. You have any data in this hotel reservations or whatever suppliers?
No data, metadata. No.
Oh, metadata. You only have data for that pattern FNP data, is it?
That also I don't have. I just have the metadata. I mean, I didn't create
Okay.
a DB. I
Okay.
just assume that I have a DB and I'm generating the query.
Okay, then just run. No, who's the supplier who has billed the highest?
Who's the supplier?
Who's the supplier who has billed the highest?
Even I didn't understand the question. What?
Yeah.
You have
What are you
hotel
You build one.
reservations dot suppliers. No.
Okay. Who is
What
the
does it contain? Does it contain only names, or do we have some?
It has room and location availability and the money.
No,
Customer base.
supplier. What does it have?
Supplier, I don't think it has anything.
Okay, so then discounts. Just let's okay, then get me the
Who
flight
got the
which is the
most
cheapest.
discount?
Get the
No, let's
flight.
confuse it. Let's confuse it asking who got the most discount. Discount can go to both the hotel and the flights, right? Like I need
But
to get a flight.
what are you trying to ask me? Are you trying to hit that hotel or the flight?
Yeah, that's my thing, man. Like when we ask very how to say confusing questions like this, like how does it like take it?
But okay, you have hotel gone with hotels
Okay.
because
Flight, there is discount.
flight
In flight reservation, is there discount?
illa.
Oh,
Okay.
Then who spent most price or money or something? For both the hotel and the flight, there is price, right?
Price இருக்கும் mostly. Like who spent the more for booking,
Most money.
the most money for booking. Correct? You
Yeah,
want
just
something?
who spent most money? Like,
Who
does
spent?
it go for the flight or does it go for the hotel?
Yeah. Anyone who asks
Or-
this question should be first thrown out.
Okay, thank you.
Again, it's going with the hotels only.
Hotel. Thanks.
Because hotel it has billing and payment, discounts, analytics, அந்த மாதிரி tablesலாம் இருக்கு. So I think it's going with yeah, maybe if you are more precise.
Oh, it has also
Yeah,
picked
yeah.
the customer ID. See, this is nice.
Who spent the
Yeah, but it would have been cool if we could have run the query and see the data also.
correct, but I don't have the data set. Like
Okay.
yeah.
So it was able to understand the term who and pick out the customer ID.
Yeah.
Many rooms were booked on a rainy day, a rainy month. Yeah, I have not tested this myself.
Okay, reservation.events.
Rooms.
No, I think it's doing with
So it went
even,
for events.
but I don't think this is right. Even hotel.
In e.event, na hotel reservation dot. Oh, it's thinking that hotel reservation
Dot event is rain அந்த மாதிரி
in-
நினைச்சிருக்கேன்.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
But in
can you try it like I said, can just directly pass those two things to the LLM and ask it? I mean, if you ask
Like,
the same question to ChatGPT, like let's say we give the same table to ChatGPT and if you ask it, like what does it return?
ChatGPT கொடுத்தா ஓகே.
Hmm.
No, like இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் verbal, இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டீட்டெயிலாக இருந்தா மேபி how many rooms are booked. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, this is good. Okay.
And train. It's like I saw another one, bro. அதுல வந்து when I asked something like that, no, it was able to search based on the month. Like it did.
Just say December, no? In the how many rooms were booked in December?
Yeah, now it went to rooms.
Wait, my system got stuck.
You are running the Llama locally, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Good.
Wait, my system froze. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. Sum of R dot availability as total booked rooms from hotel reservation rooms where month from current date equal to 12. Okay.
This is correct only. Per month from current date. What is current?
No, this is wrong. Oh, hotel reservation does not have the date. So it does it just
Start,
gives
that's a start date, right? Start date and the end date. So they have used they should have used where start date of month is greater than 12 or something, like greater than equal to 12.
Yeah, why is it using current date? Current date is today.
Where extract month from current date? Yeah. How many rooms are booked in
Track
December?
month from, it should have been, yeah, start date.
Start
Mm.
date. Or
Correct.
how many rooms with you want to say no.
On December.
On doesn't make sense. In the month of December, uh, how many bookings, how many room, or you want to say how many bookings are starting in the month of December? I don't know.
It's
Bro, but
taking from.
you should not give this much information, right?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
idea
Wait,
is
it
for it to
is,
figure out.
but it's
Bro,
taking from hotel reservations dot room and not reservations.
reservation. Yeah. It's taking from
Yeah.
That,
room.
okay.
அங்கேயும் ரூம் டைப், இங்கேயும் ரூம், அங்கேயும் ரூம்.
அங்க இது start date இல்ல bro. It's like
Yeah, ideally it should have done a
reservation
join
start
between
date
these
இல்ல.
two.
Ideally it should take from the reservations.
No, it should have done a join between those two.
Like what are
From
the
the
top
room ID.
tables it is picking? Like reservation dot rooms, inventory, upgrades, events. Okay, instead of how many rooms were booked, how many reservations were done and கேட்டா direct அதுக்கு போயிடும்.
maybe
How many
how many
reservations were done in the month of December, and if you ask now, it will directly go to that. But
Yeah, but still it can do a join, no, between these two
yeah.
tables and
Yeah,
get the
that's
number.
why I was saying, bro. Like if you are using RAG na, which model you are using for the embedding matters.
sorry.
Okay. But if you directly send it to the LLMs, then LLMs are bigger models and they are more capable of doing this joining and stuff.
But okay, but in the case like we didn't get the reservation itself, no. Like in the rag we should have got reservation table.
No, it
Or
went for the rooms. Like rooms and it became the big keyword and it was looking at that. But the thing is, rooms was closer to inventory and upgrades compared to reservation.
yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
maybe the metadata was not described properly. Maybe it didn't say that reservation means
Reservation
what?
of rooms.
So this is how I define the metadata. So table, I give a description and I give few
Booking
examples.
made by the user for what? Like it just
What?
says booking. The reservation table. The reservation tables chronicles all the bookings made by the user. Each record
Yeah.
has, but it is booking for what? It's a booking
of
for a
the
room.
rooms.
Yeah, booking for rooms. Yeah.
No, my question is simple. Like, do you
So now
really
if you run
expect
it,
everyone to send the metadata so perfect?
metadata has to be correct. No, else how will the LLM know what it is? How many rooms were booked in December? Last try.
Rooms na both.
Yeah, it's not going to reservations. Okay.
Reservation, it's not even
It's not even in the list. Okay.
yeah. There, let me
Okay.
see that. It's the same thing that guy used and he was, I forgot that name. SQL coder.
Wait, your screen is freezing.
I think his computer is frozen.
Okay, fine. So
Keeper.
yeah,
I think this was so these guys were doing the same thing. I did some other query that day. Product, customer, sales. Can you see my screen?
yeah.
What was this? didn't know actually. Like I tried something. It was able to narrow it down to that. I even shared,
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, anyways, but we still have to fix this
Hmm.
because
Okay.
it's not understanding that yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
which
I'll
embedding
stop.
were you using for the sentence?
The bro, mini LM L6 V2.
That's a small. That's a fastest one, right? With good accuracy.
Hmm.
Can try the bigger one.
Okay. I'll try that. Maybe I can
Yeah,
description.
Anuj has something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add a step before the query generation, like
Okay.
split the query into multiple single steps so that
Okay.
it can retrieve more detailed data for each step.
Meaning, if this is the query, you wanted to split it.
Yeah, according to that data,
Okay.
like which like split it in hotel reservations dot room and the hotels
Hmm.
reservations and rooms. So it can split the query into multiple steps. Like first it will retrieve the rooms reservation, and then it will receive the numbers of hotels and something like that.
So
Okay.
this will put in the prompt. Like where will we put this in the
Uh,
prompt? No.
no, it will be an extra LLM call to
Okay.
split the query into multiple steps, and then for each step retrieve the respective tables and provide to the last LLM.
This was a query, How many rooms I booked? I'm just checking whether column light has got caught on. Match light has actually got reservation here. So I think on the code it's slightly wrong and because here it's able to get the reservation.
These are two different codes.
No, notebook that I was testing today to show the demo. I was putting it into a script some time back.
Okay.
So maybe there's some bugs in that. And
I
I do same.
know. Oh no,
See,
no,
but
it's
yeah.
start date. Correct. Start date.
Reservations were extract.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
good man. Yeah,
Correct.
cool.
Wait. But where is the? Oh, we just said how many rooms. Okay, so this is correct now.
Yeah. Wait, now we'll duke it on a rainy day. I want this rainy day query.
Hey, your rainy day is not going to work, man.
Rainy day differs from country to country, nah.
Yeah. Country,
But
city to city.
City to city,
right.
yeah.
Usually in the last few months or no.
Okay, anyway, let's see what it understands by rainy day.
Every
It'll be
day is a
nice if
rainy
it's.
day for me.
It'll be nice if it says it doesn't rain where I stay.
Yeah, it won't rain where you stay. நல்லவங்க இருந்தாதான் மழை வரும்.
Yeah, I'm inside a room anyways.
Come on, bro.
It rains for good people, not for people like you.
Thank you.
Oh shit!
Yes,
Oh, rain.
totally wrong. Very
Event
good.
type. Oh, it understood that rain is some sort of an event.
That is obvious. Last time also I did the same thing. It's wrong.
Yeah, maybe in a column like event yeah, this video அப்படிதான் போட்டிருக்கு.
Yeah, we have written events such as wedding, conference, or show. It thinks that rain is a show. Okay. Anyways, good. So
Okay.
let's stop here. Yeah.
Cool, man. Thank you for this.
No problem, bro. No problem. Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope
But I think you can try those modifications which Anuj and Sherry have said. Yeah?
So what Siri is telling is I should take all the rack filter on a table side, give it to LLM to shortlist it. Correct?
Yeah, instead of choosing just 5 from RAG, make it a bigger search, like 10 from RAG, and give it to 11.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Anuj thing I didn't understand properly. Maybe I'll talk to him.
Yeah,
I didn't.
in the first method you propose the intent version. Na? So if you split the query into multiple steps, and each step has a intent, then it will be more accurate, I guess.
No, by splitting, what do you mean? Like my query right now is to get the rooms on a reservation on a rainy day. How do I split this?
Reservations on a rainy day.
Like give me the reservation on a rainy day. Like the count of reservation done on a rainy day.
No,
I
no,
don't know specifically.
I think the doubt is who will do the splitting. So Anuj is saying that you take whatever the RAG is giving, okay. Give your query to one LLM and ask it to split the query into multiple parts based on the metadata. Okay.
Yes.
And then based on this split, you give it again to another LLM, ask it to construct the query. This is what he's saying. Am I right?
Yes, yes. So after the retrieving, before re-ranking, you have top 5 tables. You give that table information and the query and ask the LLM to split it into simple single steps.
Okay.
Then pass all the information to the last LLM to build a
Okay. Final query. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Who wants to go next week?
Yeah, I will go.
Okay, good. Chalo. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.